Yo, it's your boy, LJ Chaplin, with Lady Caesar, bringing to you Chilling with the Chaplins, where we deep dive, giving you practical concepts in ministry, business, relationship, and personal development. So, we can take control of our life. Let's go, and let's get it started. Welcome to Chilling with the Chaplins. I'm LJ with the one and only, my lovely wife, Lady Caesar. She is in the building.
Boo, 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 boo.
Yes. Now, we are so excited. We love having fun, so you gotta excuse us. We be vibing all the time. Yes, but we want to say happy Black History Month.
Yes, the shortest month in the year.
Yes. I always ask that question, why we had to celebrate Black History Month on the shortest month of the year. But it's up for questioning, and so we don't know why.
I think we're just grateful that we are being honored at least on the second month of the year. You know, it's all right. We'll take it. The month of love, we'll take it.
Yes, so on this Black History Month, we want to talk about Black excellence. And we want to just talk about, a few Black people who was trailblazers in their prospective fields, industries, and that paved the way for us today. So, honey, who's your first person? Who do you respect today?
Before I go into whom we're going to look at, it's actually not just the people that we've chosen, that they the ones that stand out. It's just some of the people that we thought, let's just highlight as one of our favorites that we feel they deserve the honor.
Their flowers.
Right,
yes.
They deserve their flowers exactly while they're still alive. Because we often give people accolades and congratulations and their flowers or roses when they're gone. But when they're still alive, we don't appreciate them as we should. So we are taking this session as a way to say, hey, we see you and we thank you for being the trailblazers and for opening up doors for other people who are behind you, right? So we have, first of all, before I go into my favorite people, I just want to say thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you to all the Black folks out there, women and men, who have broken and shattered those glass ceilings and in their respective fields. I mean, I wanted to choose people that stood out for me when we discussed this topic that I really want to highlight as my favorites. And the first one actually is Zozibini Tunzi. I'd like to open up with a quote that she did when she became the first Black Miss Universe. Not South Africa, because she was the Miss South Africa first before she became Miss Universe in 2019, and she's actually the longest serving Miss Universe because she got her title just before the pandemic. Yeah, and she just served that until very late. I believe last year. So Zozibini Tunzi, as you know, she's South African. She's a South African model. Who was Miss South Africa in 2019 and later that year became the first Black Miss Universe. Why I chose Zozibini, I'll get into it after I've said her quote, and you'll pick it up from there. This is one of the questions that she when she was answering her questions in Miss Universe, this is what she's well known for, one of her quotes. I grew up in a world where a woman who looks like me with my kind of skin and my kind of hair was never considered to be beautiful. And I think that it is time that stops today. I want children to look at me and see my face, and I want them to see their faces reflected in mine. Close quote, Zozibini Tunzi. Congratulations, girl, for just, flying that flag up high, not just for South Africa, but for girls like myself. Zozibini stood out because she won the Miss South Africa crown and the Miss Universe crown with her natural afro hair. She had very short hair, afro. And one of the things that stood out is she was being forced to wear a wig like most black girls were forced to do in pageants, but she refused. She said, it's either I come naturally or I come with my afro look. So that's one thing that stood out for me, that she, in her type of career.
Yes.
There's a lot of stereotypes that are associated with that. Mm-hmm. And she decided to break and shatter those ceilings. And guess what? It took her to Miss Universe. Mm-hmm. And the first time ever that a Miss Universe would choose a black woman who had no long hair that looked like the beauty that everybody presented. So she changed the beauty industry altogether. And hence today I am honoring her with my bald head. This is the real me, not with the wigs. I do that at times, especially in winter, but this is the real me. With being diagnosed with alopecia, where it took away my hair, I embrace my bald look. Yes, I don't hide it. I love the way I look.
And I love the way you look too.
Loves and appreciates it too, which is a bonus. But for Zozibini, she made short hair and bald hair stylish. In fact, the next Miss South Africa that came after her was bald. Mm-hmm. Like she had absolutely no hair on her scalp, and she still won the crown, where that was seen as a taboo in a long, long time. So Zozibini, other facts about her: she was born in very humble beginnings. Wasn't poor because she grew up in a middle class family, but in the countryside, rural area, South Africa, in the Eastern Cape. But out of all that, in the environment that she grew up in, she became a Miss Universe. Yes. So what can stop you? You have no excuse.
No excuses.
And one thing I love about her is that she is an advocate for women everywhere she goes, against gender-based violence and just self-esteem. Loving yourself and appreciating you for you, and not allowing people to put a standard or a mark on how you should look like. And her going to represent us in the universe proved just that. So yeah, go girl Zozie. We love you, girl, and we appreciate all that you do and continue to do.
Yes. Well, that was wonderful. She deserves her flowers while she's still here and still alive. She's done a great job. And, that's what we're about today. This is Black History Month. Doesn't matter if you from South Africa or America. If you're black, you're black, and you deserve your flowers, because we've been treated harshly over the years, and so now it's time to pay homage to those that paved the way for other young black people, and for us as a society, let us know that we can do it and we can make it and we can be and achieve whatever we want to achieve. And so my first person who I want to recognize today is Oprah Winfrey.
Yes.
She's definitely has some misfortunes growing up, being molested, being mistreated by her family, and wanting to be a news anchor, and nobody believing her because she wasn't. She didn't look the part. She wasn't. To their eyes, she wasn't pretty enough. But she kept fighting, she kept going, she kept pursuing, regardless of what the naysayers said, regardless of what everybody said about her. She didn't allow what she seen in herself of becoming that news anchor to be that news anchor. So, this is one person I definitely want to mention, because, sometimes we're going to have setbacks in our life. Right. We're going to have disappointments. We're going to have people that don't believe in us. But you can't allow the unbelief, their negative self-talk, their negative beliefs on you to be your reality. Their limited beliefs on you to be your reality. And that's one thing Oprah Winfrey did not do. She did not allow their limited belief to affect her. Yeah. And so even though she was dealt a wrong hand, being molested at an early age through her family, she didn't allow that to stop her. When they tell her that she couldn't be a news anchor because she wasn't pretty enough, which she was, hey, she's black. But black people is beautiful, you know.
Yeah.
But she didn't allow that to stop her, and she became the news anchor. And when she became the news anchor, she was a trendsetter. She was the #1 news anchor in that newsroom. And so in everything she did it with excellence.
Yes.
You know, she is the definition of black excellence. She's the definition of black excellence.
Everything she touches turns to gold.
Turns to gold.
Literally.
And you know, to have a #1 talk show on national television, you know, Channel 7 News, Channel 7. She was the #1, like the number for years. She did it 20 years.
And worldwide, actually.
Worldwide, yes.
I mean, there's nobody who can say they don't know Oprah Winfrey.
Yes. To have a philanthropist, you know, built a school in South Africa.
A beautiful one.
A beautiful school.
Actually, one of the best schools in South Africa.
In South Africa, letting girls know that you can achieve and be the person who God called you to be.
Yeah.
So, you know, building that school, now have her own television network, you know, called the OWN Network.
Yeah.
So, you know, it let us know. And she was the first African American female to be a billionaire.
Yeah.
So, you know, she's a multi-billionaire right now.
Yeah.
So, you know, she paved the way for black people, for black women. So for anyone that are out there those that are women, African American women,
just
and
black people
black
in general.
people, and let us know that if you keep fighting, if you keep pursuing, if you keep going, you keep working, regardless of what anybody say about you, guess what? You can do whatever you call.
If you can see it, you can achieve it.
I'm gonna say a scripture.
Imagine it.
Yes.
You can achieve
Now I'm gonna say a scripture because this scripture it goes perfect with Oprah Winfrey. You can do exceedingly and abundantly more than what you ask or think, according to the power that working in you. Not in what somebody else, not in anybody else, but the power that work in you. The power that work in you, you can achieve whatever. You want to be a doctor, you want to be a businessman, a businesswoman, you want to be a news anchor, you want to be a speaker, a coach, trainer, whatever it is. You want to be a lawyer, a politician, a president, a model, whatever it is.
Author.
You can, whatever you put your mind to do, and you don't allow anyone to tell you what you can do, you can achieve it. And I understand we grew up in a society where we're gonna hear a lot of no's.
Yeah.
We're gonna hear a lot of no's, but don't allow that no to affect you.
Yes.
Allow that no to be your motivation to keep building, keep going forward. Yes. Go ahead, honey. Oh, I'm getting excited. I'm telling you, I'm excited. Because, you know, just thinking about these black people, it let me know that, you know what, we can achieve
possible.
it. And it is possible.
If they could do it, what could stop us?
What could stop us, yes.
Yeah. Okay, my second person that I'd like to talk about is Sizakele. You heard me right. My namesake, Mzimela. She is actually known as the first black woman to start an airline. And
amazing.
I read somewhere that that's the one thing that America we beat them with. They don't have a woman owning an airline yet. A black woman, for that matter. So South Africa, big ups to you. Okay, so not only that, but we know that the airline business is mostly a male-dominated, white male-dominated owned industry. But as a black woman, she passed through that. Yes, her airline might still be a startup and still small, but it's a start, right? She still did it. I mean, owning an aircraft is mega, right? And she is also, you know, she was also listed on the Forbes magazine in 2011 as one of the most powerful women, you know, and that just tells you the kind of caliber she is. And they say she's a very humble lady who does not like to be in the spotlight. So from my takeaway from that is that Sizakele, I like this Sizakele that you see, who loves the spotlight.
Love the spotlight.
That one doesn't necessarily, and you don't need to be in the spotlight to shine.
So for my introverts, that don't like the spotlight,
you can still shine with your introvert. Being introvert, because I have people saying, I don't know how you do it. Like your energy, I'm like, you know what? We need a balance in life. If we had too many Caesars like me, the world will be crazy. So it's good that we have a balance, just like how the Chaplins balance each other.
Yes.
You see, I'm like, oh, I'm all that. My husband is
more calm,
more calmer,
more reserved.
Yeah, so that's what I love about Sizakele. That she's her work ethic and her excellence made her shine and stand out in an industry that is mainly dominated by white males. And I take my hat off for that lady for continuing to be one of the best executives South Africa has ever had. So congratulations, Mizo.
Congratulations, yes. And you know what too? Airline industry is a tough industry too.
It is.
So for her to own her airline is amazing.
It is.
Because that it's a lot of bureaucratic to get into that, to tap into that industry. So for her to get in, she get a lot of applause. She get a lot of applause to break into that industry and win and succeed. That's amazing.
Yeah.
That is amazing. Now my second one is actually, I mean, it was my first my first exposure to business. I really looked up to him. I was a fan of his growing up, coming out of grammar school into high school. I looked up to him. I seen him. He gave me the exposure to want to be a business person and to want to own my own business. And so I really like this guy, and the person who I want to talk about is Master P. Master P. I'm about it. So he recorded a song about it. He's a rapper, but he got his start working at a store and started with $10,000. He's a seed money of $10,000. And he paved the way for a lot of rappers because he was one of the first rapper that actually had ownership. He owned 85% of his label, of his records. So nobody in that time really talk about ownership. The label owned it, the masters of the artists, and Master P broke that barriers where he set the standard for other rappers to come after him. Now everyone's talking about ownership, and everyone talk about owning their own masters.
And owning is so important.
It's so important.
Yeah.
And he teach anybody that signed with Master P. He always teach them, and the people that he signed is so faithful to him because he teach all his artists to own their own home. He teach them ownership. To teach them to own your home, to buy a house. He teach them to have their own business. So it was all about ownership. And so with Master P, I really like Master P because of that. And he the one I love it because he's talking about you start small and you build out. You find a product and then you work that product and then you continue to build and keep getting bigger. And so even though and he's the type of person that he don't have to be the first person to do it, but if he sees something that's popular and trending, he's a great duplicator. If he sees a trend that's going on, guess what? He would jump on it, and then he would start small and just grow it. And to him I think his empire is like 800 million, so he's close to a billionaire. Wow. So but he is super duper important. He's important to me because he got my exposure to being a business person and being
and we all
to have
mentors and role models.
Yeah.
Some people that we look up to and we see ourselves in them. Because Master P comes from humble beginnings as well.
Humble beginnings, yes,
and,
yes. From the hood.
Right, and you're from the hood, humble beginnings, and you think, if he can do it, what could stop me?
What could stop me?
Yeah.
And so, for me, like even with me, and that's something with Master P, I see myself in Master P.
Right.
Because I'm like I said, I might see something somebody else doing, and I'm like, and just do it. But I like this because, you're not gonna outwork Master P. His work ethic, even though, and so even he the one, his son is Romeo.
What does he do, Master P? Besides being a rapper?
He established businesses, empires. He in real estate. He's had Prada. He has sneakers. He's in
everything.
Yeah, he's in everything. He do movies. He directed his own movies. So he's in a lot of. He's basically an entrepreneur. He's a true definition of an entrepreneur because, like I said, whatever he have his own cereal. He have his own cereal. He have his own cooking ingredients. Flour, seasoning. So he do a lot of different things, and he help a lot of. He also a philanthropist, and he believe in giving back. He believe in family. So he believe in ownership, and he believe in helping people and teaching people.
And then for me, I know you're going to be like, why is she talking South African? Because I'm South African. Okay, there is Black excellence in Africa too.
Yes.
And this one actually has gone international as well. And this is Trevor Noah.
Wow.
Yes, that's my boy. I love him to bits. I love his comedy because he's not only just smart, but he is just...
he's a cutter too.
Trevor Noah is my boy. He sees himself as a black person because he grew up in the hood in a black community.
Yes.
Now, why I chose Trevor Noah as one of my trailblazers is that, first of all, he is not just intelligent for somebody who's never been to college. He only has 12th grade.
Okay.
He has a high school diploma. But you'd never tell because he's self-taught. He reads a lot, and he does his research, due diligence research when he's speaking to people. So we know him as now the host of The Daily Show. And so he's not just a comedian and a host of The Daily Show, but he's also a political commentator. Some people say he's even smarter than most politicians because he says such sound things. He's also hosted various multiple, television awards, including Favorite African Star Award, Nickelodeon's Kids Choice Awards, you name it. But more than anything, he is our boy in South Africa who is just rocking the U.S. like nobody's business. He's showing that South Africa or Africa has talent. And I remember when he first came into the United States, he had a bit of, people not accepting him, especially the comedians in America. Why would Jon Stewart go for an African when we are here? Because they were expecting to be chosen by Jon Stewart when he was retiring from The Daily Show. But he went for Trevor because he knew that he was going to take The Daily Show international. He knew that he saw how intelligent he was, and he saw how diverse he was, and that made him stand out to be known by the world. Now The Daily Show is known worldwide. Did you know about Jon Stewart before Trevor Noah? Very few people did. So he was that black boy who came in, who could understand both the white side, the black side, the African side, the white, the Western side. He just brought in that nice balance, and he's still going strong in The Daily Show right now. He's won various awards through The Daily Show as well because he is a great example of black excellence. Trevor Noah, we are proud of you.
We're proud
keep shining.
Yes,
because he doesn't just only do the Daily Show. He's also a stand-up comedian. He still does that. He still tours the world through his comedy, which is hilarious but very well thought of. So congratulations, my boy, Trevor Noah.
Yes, Trevor Noah, congratulations. We thank you, we honor you. Keep shining, keep doing your thing. And so my third person that I want to talk about right now, he's a great man. He's not here with us no more, but he's a man of excellence. A man born into slavery. A man that built the Tuskegee Institute, a college. A man that fought and believed in education. A man that believed in self.
Who is this man? Don't you want to know now?
A man that believes in self-help. And this man that I'll talk about is Booker T. Washington. Yes, Booker T. Washington. A man that in not retaliating, but accepting discrimination, and just getting educated, and just building, and exceeding. That's how he believed. That's how you get back at discrimination, is by, and that's how you retaliate discriminating, is accept the discriminating, and then just educate yourself, get the education. Accept it. Accept it. And there was a lot of, between him and Du Bois, there was a lot, because Du Bois believed in protesting, civil rights. And so between them two, it was like a debate. One believing, and that's another person that we could honor. Du Bois believing, W.B. Du Bois, he believed in...
Who's Du Bois?
W.B. Du Bois. It's a person.
Oh, okay. My American husband assumes that I know all these American people. He forgets that I am South African, but yeah, okay.
But
the boys, guys.
No, W.B. Du Bois, he believed in civil rights. He believed in protesting. Where Booker T. Washington believed in education, educating yourself, and that's how you overcome discrimination.
Right.
He don't believe in, he don't believe in protesting. Don't protest to get back at them, but educate yourself. And achieving excellence, and that's what he believed, to get back at discriminating. It's educating yourself.
I mean, I think it's the same thing Nelson Mandela said, that the most powerful weapon that you can have and nobody can take away from you is education.
It's education.
Yeah.
And so that's why, Martin Luther King and Malcolm X is like was Booker T and Du Bois. Malcolm X was more militant. Martin Luther King was more educated, peaceful and getting your education.
Right.
So yeah.
So he protested in his
silence way.
Yeah, which was actually a powerful tool too, because it didn't make a noise, but it made noise.
It made noise,
yeah.
yes. So he believed in educate, and so he believed in and sometimes because a lot of us, a lot of black people, we always talk about discriminating, but guess what? If you want to overcome discriminating, then beat them at their own game.
Yes.
Get the education and achieve great things. Because if you make it and you achieving excellence and you achieving success, then guess what? They can't take that away from you.
No, they can't.
So and then you're able to help other black people out.
Pull them up. Black people, let's not have the PhD. You know what PhD is? Pull her down syndrome.
I like that. Pull her down syndrome.
Let's take that.
Or pull him down syndrome.
Pull him down or pull her down. Well, for me, because it's a female, and it's mostly females that like to pull people down, pull other females down. It's so unfortunate. So let's take that and throw it out, but push each other up. When you already have made it, go back. And put it forward and bring other people up, because you doing that does not take the shine off you.
No.
It actually makes you shine brighter.
Yes.
Because people see you as this person who is able to pay it forward to others, and that is not the greatest achievement.
Yes, and that's why I say Booker T saved Booker T for last, because he believed in education. He believed in this self help, and today we hear about motivation and self-help books, and
especially among black.
Yeah, especially among black people. Yes.
That was like a white people.
Yeah,
thing.
white people thing. Now it's more generalized among the African American race.
Yeah.
But Booker T, that's one thing he stood by: self-help. He believed in accepting the discrimination, accept what happened to you, and just get educated, and then overcome it through your education.
Yeah.
And so that's one thing we want to do. Don't blame nobody else for the discrimination. Don't blame the white man. Don't blame the education system. Don't blame the media. But get the education and learn what you need to learn, and then achieve great things in your life.
Yeah.
With your creativity. As black people, we are so creative.
Yes.
We are so creative. We are so strong, and we can achieve whatever we put our minds too.
Absolutely.
If we don't play the blame game.
And that's why they scared of us.
Yes, if we don't play the blame game, don't play the blame game.
Don't play the victim
the
game.
victim game.
The race game.
The race game. Yeah, the race card.
Yes, race plays a huge role. I won't lie.
Yes.
And we still have to work three times
more
than
harder.
your regular, white peer. But at the same time, let's try to make as if we don't see those things. Just put your head down and just push and work as hard as you can.
And another thing, and support other black people. That's how we able to build and keep going and help other black people is by us supporting our kind, local business owners.
Don't go support other communities who support each other.
Yes.
They supporting each other already. Come, let's support each other ourselves.
Yes, first.
But then I have to add this.
Yes.
As we support each other, let's give each other excellence as well.
Yes.
Because most people run away from supporting other black people because whenever they have to value. Exactly, they don't get the best of the best because in most cases we look down on each other. Or because I'm serving a black person now, I will give them substandard work or substandard services. Give everybody who's paying the same dollar the same amount of services, the same excellence that you would give a white person. And remember, black people, don't be going around asking for discounts. Pay full price.
Yes.
So that you can get the best value as well.
Yes.
Because if you're paying this person a half price, you're not allowing them to grow, and you're pulling them down, and you're expecting top quality service when you're paying half price. Pay the full price. They deserve it for their services. Now, I don't know if they have anything left to say.
Yeah, it's okay to support others, but other race, other people. But I like this. One race does this. One community does this. 70% of their funds go within their community, and the other 30% goes to supporting others. So it's okay to support others, other race and other. It's okay to go into another store. Yeah, it's okay, but make sure majority of your support goes to it circulates. Yes.
As well.
So we come up and we to spend and we to continue to build web. That's how we win. But if we spend the majority on it, because black people is the biggest consumers.
Yes.
But we need to change that. We need to become more owners than consumers.
And support family and friends. Yeah. Let's break that narrative. Because that's how we're going to trailblaze and we're going to be excellent when we know that our families and friends have our backs. I know with the Jewish community, their families support each other like nobody's business. But that's where we lack as black people, where I can't support you because if I do as a family member, then you'll be better than me. No,
that's wrong thinking. Yeah, that's the wrong thinking.
Wrong. Support me so that when I'm up there, I'm able to come and bring up my family. I always say this as we close, that I am going to be the first multi-millionaire in my family. Yes. I didn't say just a millionaire, but a multi-millionaire in my family. I'm claiming it, and it shall come to pass.
Yeah, so, the one thing that we wanted to get out of this episode is that, even though these people that we had their struggles, but they allowed the struggles to stop them.
Absolutely.
They kept pushing, they kept going, and now, they were able to make a difference for us today. And we could talk about a lot of black people that doing big things right now because of these stepping stones of the trailblazers that made it happen, like a Oprah Winfrey, like a Booker T. Washington, like a W.B. Du Bois, and Malcolm X, Martin Luther King.
Hey, what about my people?
Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela.
Zozibini.
The only one I know is Nelson Mandela.
Zozibini Tunzi. Say it.
Zozibini.
Tunzi. Yeah, Zozibini Tunzi. And my other one was? My namesake. Sizakele Mzimela. And then Trevor
Noah. So all these people paved the way so that we able to, stand on their shoulders.
Right.
Stand on it and just keep pushing, keep going, and keep building and keeping that momentum on our side. We got it now. We have no excuses. In 2022, we have no excuses to be a black man or woman to make things happen because they paved the way. And guess what? And more people, more and more black men and women is taking advantage of it. And now, so we have no excuses in 2022. The reason why we can't have success.
So in other words, get up, get going. Let's do
and
it
make it happen.
now.
Yes.
Make it happen. Yes. Thank you so much for listening. We really love you. We will be doing more of commemorating Black people. If there's anybody that you want us to speak about, please put it in the comment section. Mm-hmm. We might just feature those people that you bring in the comment section.
Yes.
And we'll talk about it in anywhere in the country. In the world.
In the world.
That you know stand out as Black excellence and your trailblazers.
Yes. Cause all we could talk about is America and South Africa, but there's people in Nigeria, London, Europe, all the different anywhere in the world. And so, we want to give Blacks, especially because this is Black History Month, we want to give them their honor that they deserve. And we just thank you. So, now it's time to
the important part.
The important part. Yes, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and continue to comment while the show is going on. Get the comments up. Yes, we love the comments. We love it.
And we respond to all of them.
We love the comments.
Just so that you know.
Yes, we love the comments. So, and we read everybody's comments. So continue to comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell.
And share the channel for us.
Share the channel. Yes.
And family, get us out there. We were so excited to see people from London following us.
Yes,
people in Nigeria.
Yes.
In the Philippines. We're going global.
We're going global. Yes.
So just take us to more countries in the world.
Trailblazers.
We want to be in India. We want to be in Russia.
Yes.
Not Russia for some reason.
China.
So
Barbados, all these different
the islands.
Yes.
So as we close off, and you're gonna, of course, follow us and subscribe on the YouTube channel, but also we have audio platforms that would love you to follow us, and they are.
We are Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, and Google Podcasts. So please follow us on these channels, on these different platforms. Write a 5-star rating. That's a good thing about Apple Podcasts and Spotify. They have Spotify just started this recent where you're able to rate us. So we ask you to give us a 5-star rating and write a review. This is how we're to reach more people. This is how we're to climb the charts on the different platforms. Climb the chart. We want to be the #1 Black couple podcast in the industry.
Help us get there.
Yes, help us get there.
Let's grow together.
Yes, let's grow together. So and you can follow us on Chilling with the Chaplins
on all platforms.
On all social media platforms. Chilling with the Chaplins, and you can follow my wife
at Lady Season 1 on Instagram.
And you can follow me at Get Inspired by LJ.
Yes, think about it first. Okay, go ahead.
On Instagram, and you can follow me on YouTube and subscribe and hit the notification bell. Get Inspired by LJ, as well as we are building a community. So if you are a tribe, keep a lookout on it. We are building a community so that you can connect with us even further, and we can get to know you better.
Yes.
That's also, what we're about. We're about growing and building with you.
Right, and also we're looking to have like a tribe name.
Tribe name, yes, please, yes, help us, yeah.
So help us in the comments.
Yes, help us.
What would you like for us to call each other?
Yes.
We just need your help.
We need your help, yes. Because we all thinking about a tribe name, and so, please help.
Because you're a tribe,
You're our tribe, yeah. You're our community. And so we want to grow and learn from one another. So this is what we're about. As we go and as we go higher, guess what? We want to take you along with us. We want to take you along our journey. So please help us out and give us the tribe name and whatever. We look
Suggestions. We'll choose the best. And whatever that we get to choose, we'll probably give a prize to you.
Why not? Why not? We'll give a prize to you. We love surprises.
We just love to give as well.
Yes.
So thank you so much for tuning in.
Thank you. Yes, thank you.
We'll see you next week, and we want to say together.
We'll see you next week.
Sinithanda nonke emakhaya.
Yes, we love you. We'll see you next week.
Take care.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Yo, it's your boy, LJ Chaplin, with Lady Caesar, bringing to you Chilling with the Chaplins, where we deep dive, giving you practical concepts in ministry, business, relationship, and personal development. So we can take control of our life.